Hey guys, so I'm going to do a quick update on transitioning. I just finished my 6-month phalloplasty video. So this is going to be a real short one. I am filling in a lot more on my face. I let this kind of grow out. What I found on No Shave November, was that the hair on my neck made me itch. And up in here it was all scattered. I didn't feel comfortable. So I waited until, I think I started this at the end of January. Just cutting the neckline down. And it filled in quite well. I've already had to cut off about a 1/4 inch of it all. It got really long in here. So now today I just shaved right here. Let this part grow in and see how it goes. But spring's right around the corner, so I'll probably cut it all down. Who knows? Life is just good. I'm taking it one day at a time. I'm still, watching myself as far as post-op and getting back into my groove as far as my eating habits. Encouraging and reestablishing some good self-help, positive feed. It's not that I've gotten off the grid on it. It's just when you're healing from surgery, for me, I really kind of just take it real slow. So I've gotten back into the gym. I was going only twice a week. Again, I deal with a disability in my feet, so my pain level on a daily basis is probably about a 5+, and by the end of the day, I'm probably between 8 and 10, and a lot of times I'm over a 10, and so I deal with a lot of pain. But my pain tolerance is high, so I just try to push through it. So I got back into the gym. My testosterone levels have been over 900. It's the first time in over 4 years that I've had levels like that. The estradiol level has gone up from less than 15 to 39. I can see the difference. I've got fat on my hips. I'm a little bit more emotional. The doctor, my endo, and I did discuss about cutting. I'm 80 milligrams weekly. Did discuss about cutting it down, and I asked her, let's give it another 3 months, just because my T levels have been so inconsistent. I'm just enjoying a little bit more, like the hair growth, muscle tone, those kind of things. And then if my estradiol levels, even if they haven't gone up but they're still around 39, I'm going to go back down to 75 a week and see how that goes. I really want to stay around the 600, 700 mark, close to 800 if I can. But I don't want the estradiol levels to go past 15. So whatever that takes, then that's just management for me. Yes, I'm still changing, yes, in my body, but I don't like it when fat starts hitting my hips and my butt. So sorry about that. So that's my main concern now, is managing my testosterone levels. The bottom line for me is estradiol levels. So if I have to take 10 more years to mature, I take 10 more years to mature. As long as those estradiol levels aren't past 15, I'm cool. I have been going through a Hashimoto's active stage, and what that means is I have hypothyroid disease. It's called Hashimoto's, where my body acts against my thyroid hormone and kills it. My thyroid's pretty much probably dead now. I am on the highest dose you can have on thyroid hormone replacement, but I still have bouts where Hashimoto's will come in, and I guess what that means is that the hyponess of the thyroid comes in, and I'm fatigued a lot. I yawn all the time. I swell. See, you just have to talk about it. So I'm going through a Hashimoto's. I call it a Hashimoto's time right now. So what I can do with my body is what I can do with it. But being Ethan is just, I have to be honest with you. My family calls me Jay. I like Jay. I like Ethan too. I'm not saying that. But it's weird for me to hear me call myself Ethan. I don't know why. Jay, I feel like a Jay. You know, tough, cowboyish. Tony just shakes her head when I say stuff like that. But it doesn't matter what you call me. Call me Homer if you want. But yeah, I'm just maturing into him. You know, I've thought about this the other day when a lot of therapists say, yes, you are changing, and I've always said, I haven't changed. Well, I guess there's yes and no to that. On their end, they can see differences physically, of course. Besides the physical differences, we become confident in ourselves. We become happier. We become, some people I've noticed in their videos become a little bit more aggressive, outspoken. And that comes from confidence and self-assurance. I have not... I don't really think I've changed as far as that's concerned, because even though I wasn't happy with myself, I never showed it on the outside. Up until I got hurt at the job and was spending a lot of time with just me, when it finally came to a head to where I needed to get help and everything opened up for me to medically transition. Up until that point, I was able to hide it really good. Now I notice I'm more confident. I feel like I'm being more accepted as male with the guys in my family. People who don't know me at the stables just see me for a guy, talk to me like another guy, you know. So yes, maybe we change some because we're more confident, we feel good about ourselves, we have self-assurance, our self-identities increase to be positive, you know. But I still feel that looking through my eyes, I still have always been Ethan. And I don't know if they get that, you know. It just might be something that we all can understand, and it's just us that can understand that. But I've gained 10 pounds from my surgery, since my surgery, and part of that could be stress, because there's been some things going on. As I mentioned in my other video, Tony has beat breast cancer, and it went so fast from the time she was diagnosed to the time she had a double mastectomy to the time she had her implants put in. She's going to be having another surgery when I have my implants put in June. That will be her last, and it'll be my last. So our journeys really do coincide with each other really well. We just were meant to find each other, and I couldn't ask for a better life partner than Tony. I've had some in my life, and not really, I guess, life partners, but partners, and no one can compare to Tony. I'm just blessed. I feel blessed every day when I look in the mirror and I see Ethan J, and just feel good that I have muscle structure like I do. And even though I have extra weight, and I have a poochy butt and a poochy stomach, and I have hips now again, I still feel good about myself. I'm still happy with who I am, with the way I look. You know, it's much better than seeing boobs and sitting on a pod feeling, you know, female genitalia. And for me, that's what counts. And I'm very happy. So I hope that all of you in your journey just take it one day at a time. Sometimes we go through phases where it's not happening fast enough for us. There's, like in my beginning, I had an endo situation. I started testosterone December 13th, 2011, and by April, I think it was, my testosterone levels were never did get high, and they were started to drop, and I started to really feel fatigue, and I was frustrated. So I changed endos, got my testosterone up a little bit more, and then all of a sudden I couldn't beat the fatigue, and it wasn't my thyroid, and I ended up with valley fever by the October of that month. Or that year, and it took me a year on medication. I lost all my body hair. I wasn't worried about my T levels then. I was just worried about staying above water, basically. And then from that year, the second year, it took me another year to rebuild my energy to a good level. And so yes, we've gone through things, and I've gone through things, and I was really upset about my levels and stuff, and I look back at some of my videos, and I think, wow, I went through a lot at the time, but now looking back, it's like it's gone really fast. And so when I say take it one day at a time, I really mean it. I've had to scold myself at times, you know. I do try to live by my advice. That's how I got my advice, was my life. So there's a lesson to everything, whether it's minute or it's huge, but there's always positive. The way things are in people's lives when it's not positive, and they see things in that manner, it's just because they haven't learned to see the good in the bad, and there's always good and bad. I'm not talking serial killers and all that crap, you know, but I'm talking in general. There is always a positive in a negative. We just have to look at it as the glass is half full. But I'm not here to lecture you about your lives. I'm here to help you answer your questions, encourage you, and that's where I'm at 54 years old, 4 years on T, 6 months phalloplasty, post-op, and post-op for almost 4 years this May, top surgery. I've been there, I've done it, I've come through the phalloplasty with no issues, healthy, healing above my time, and shocking the doctors in many ways. And it was just minute things that I did that I felt was needed for me. So always please take it one day at a time. Those are just not words. Live it. You'll find that it's easier. So take it one day at a time, and always make your journey as simple as possible. We'll talk to you later. Bye.